119, What's a podcast? 119. We are back. DJ Jerome Baker the third. We're in the building. Shout out to my man, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What's happening?
And don't charge Abdul.
Let's go. Episode 119.
what's up,
Who would have thought
119.
we're at 119?
Yeah, I mean,
That's
we got
crazy.
to step our
That's
game up. Okay,
119 weeks of just fire content.
and we're still 60 million in the hole. Okay, but we'll talk about that later. All right,
Oh,
we'll talk
shit.
about that later. But basically, episode 119 was a podcast. Do remember you can check us out at whatsapodcast.live. You can also check us out on YouTube. What's a podcast? And basically Google. I mean, I'm sorry. Search for us on YouTube. We're the first.
What's a podcast?
Results
What the
on
first
What's a Podcast.
results?
Yeah, for sure. So it's all good.
The algorithm's working in our favor, huh?
The algorithm's working in our favor, and you know what else is working in our favor? The streets. The streets have been in our favor.
That's always been in our favor, though. Like, the streets have never disappointed us. Like, for the
At
last 25 years.
The streets have really been working since the city reopened, right? Because we're still not. I'm not comfortable calling it post-pandemic yet. I won't be calling it post-pandemic.
No, the pandemic is still on.
Yeah, I won't be calling it post-pandemic till about 2025. But the streets have been treating us well.
Yeah.
So this past Thursday, we headed to Union Market, northeast part of DC. What's a podcast alumni Uncle Scooty was having a birthday party to end all birthday parties. It was his 40th, so he had to bring.
He was doing it big.
In his words, he had to bring the whole city out, and he had backyard band play.
Backyard, a very prominent go-go band from Washington, D.C.
Heart of the city. Myself and Spencer Tracy DJ'd. That was fun. You know what I'm saying? We got to get some good records off.
Oh yeah.
And it was just a cool little vibe. And it was just a lot of people you've seen in DC for the past 15 years. A lot of people I went to college with.
Yeah.
A lot of Hampton in the building. And it was just a good vibe, man. Shout out to Scooty for turning 40.
Oh, yeah.
It only happened
That was
one
a fun night out, man.
Yes.
It took me back to like the old days, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in the same spot. So got to see a lot of people, and yeah, the music was good. Everybody was drinking, having a good time. Eddie was there with his wife. I was there with my wife, and yeah, I had a ball. I think I might have been the last person to leave. Literally, I think they kicked me and Big Akil out. We were standing up there talking. You were with us.
Oh, I saw Akil coming in when I was going out.
Yeah, and I haven't seen Akil forever, and I was like, damn, it's been a minute, brother. But yeah, everybody was there. Shout out to also What's a Podcast alum Dre the Mayor. He was in the building, and
Moschino.
The whole museum crew was in the building. Like almost everybody we've had on the podcast as a guest was there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and while we talk about the museum, shout out to them. They had the Little Muhammad and Greg had the Foot Locker ad that came out for Father's Day. It was super dope, very tight, telling a little bit about their story. And actually, Greg, aka the future mogul, just gave a graduation speech at a middle school in Southeast Washington, D.C.
That's dope.
I think it might have been the school he went to, but regardless, like, it's incredible for anyone to be able to give a commencement address at a elementary school, a middle school, a high school, a college, anything. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Let alone somebody who's from that area, grew up in them streets, and is now a very, very successful mogul, in his own words.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to the future mogul, Greg, and of course shout out to Muhammad. They got a lot of things cooking, man. November comes around.
Yeah.
They're scorching hot. I don't think I'm allowed to talk on some of this shit. But we all know, the three of us know, well, four of us, including Silent Tom, but the four of us know from conversations we've had with those dudes. But sneaker wise, them dudes got something coming, man, and it's dope. So it's amazing to see their growth. So shout out to them.
Yeah,
I think it's just everybody who's been on the show ends up just being successful. Maybe it's us. Should we be taking credit for some of this?
I just told you we're 60 million down, so clearly we're doing something right, but we're still doing
Something wrong
as well. Yes.
What's the 60 million down? How are we down?
So Spotify strikes a $60 million podcast deal with a podcast called Call Her Daddy. Basically, it's a woman by the name of Alex Cooper.
Pilgrim?
Pilgrim, yes.
Okay.
She's 26 years old.
I hate her.
And her
I'm just
widely
kidding.
popular Call Her Daddy podcast
Okay.
becomes a Spotify exclusive worth $60 million deal.
Good
I
for
think
her.
I remember reading about this in the news, not about the $60 million deal, but she used to have like a co-host that she had like some legal troubles with, right? I think they were about to part ways, and one of them owned the intellectual property. No, they were signed a bar stool or something like that, right?
Yeah, they were signed a Barstool.
Mm-hmm.
They were renegotiating the Barstool deal.
Yeah.
Barstool offered them too low of a deal, so the other partner
Took that.
Left. Was like, I'm
split
not
up and started her own shit.
Started her own joint. This
Okay.
woman stayed for a little bit, and then I guess now that it's time to renegotiate,
She went to
Barstool offered $500,000 yearly.
Oh my God. $500,000?
She got
A
60.
year.
She got 60. Pussy clot. That's a big fucking difference.
I might have to double check and just see what it's hitting for. You know what I'm saying? I just got to see what it's hitting.
Spotify, listen to me. Our numbers are up there. We're almost doing what, 60 million a week. So, I mean, it makes sense.
That's a light
That's a light week.
light work.
Yo,
That's light work.
we got to step our game up. You're right. We are $60 million in the hole. When did this happen? I hope this deal wasn't announced on Juneteenth, because that would make me angry, actually.
No, it was like today.
The fact that it's right around Juneteenth already makes me angry.
June 17th.
Listen, that's around Juneteenth.
That's close.
That's fucked up. Spotify, that's fucked up. The image that you all are building around this, I don't like it. That's fucked up.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Like, her Instagram.
Yeah. What's her Instagram? I want to see what she looks like.
Call Her Daddy.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely where we need to.
That's a pause worthy for a man to say that, right?
Nah, because that's the name of the women's podcast.
Oh, okay.
So her own personal Instagram has 2.2 million followers.
Damn.
Her podcast Instagram has 1.8 million followers.
Oh, she's very plain vanilla.
Your man Eddie Wang, he follows her.
Well, yeah.
Just saying.
Wait. Oh, he follows the pod. I don't see him on the podcast.
He follows her personally.
Oh, what's her personal one?
It's in the link. It's like Alexandra Cooper.
Oh, I got you. I see it. Yeah, he does follow her.
I've never heard of this woman before.
Me neither. I know of Alex Cooper Real Estate. They do some.
I don't know.
They sell some real estate in this area.
I think the main difference, what I see in hers and what I don't see.
Have you ever listened to this podcast?
Never.
Probably never will either.
I don't need to. I mean, she got 60 M's. I might need to.
This is a podcast specifically for white women. Is that right?
It's about like I think it's about sexual health or something, like reclaiming your oneness, and I don't know, man. I saw it on Twitter.
Okay.
I did a little bit of investigation.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, they're subscribing to it.
Yeah.
Either way, she's clocking in some M's. So we got to get there, man. How do we if you have any advice on how we should get to the next level, shoot us. We got a lot of thank yous and congratulations and happy comments in some DMs and emails and things as such. So, if you have any advice on how we can get to the next level if you're one of these executives at one of these streaming services and you're ready to cut the check, listen, hit us up, man.
Yeah, we're going to take some positive steps moving forward.
Yeah.
From this podcast on, because by the time we hit 200, we should be making 60 M's. Like, I need to retire from folding T-shirts and playing Moneybag Yo records.
Moneybag Yo records.
So
Moneybag Yo talks about 60 M's, so I see what you're doing there. He's getting the bag.
If that woman sits on a couch and holds the microphone in her hand
once a week
and does her podcast and is making 60 M's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's probably also stealing culture. Like,
I'm down to steal culture for 60 M's.
Yeah, but it's not bad if you do it. It is bad when a white woman does it.
Okay, so let's do
whatever. I can't hate on her, dog.
No, I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
No, it's not hate. Yeah. It's just reality. I don't like that Spotify announced this on June 17th, though.
Here's my question, though, right? What can a black person steal from a white person culturally?
Nothing.
Right. So I'm already at a disadvantage. Like you don't see like ethnic white restaurants. Nobody wants to go. Nobody wants to eat at IKEA and meatballs all day.
Ooh.
Right. But
German French food. That's your favorite restaurant, Le Diplomat, right?
I mean, Le Dip is just steak and fries. They ain't doing too much.
Yeah, they didn't really come up with that.
Yeah, it really and lobster freaks is my joint over there now. That's
the French never all that food that French have. They stole from
a French restaurant,
some of the lands that they colonized.
I'm just saying it's a French restaurant.
There are still 14 countries in the African Union that have to pay taxes to France every year.
Whatever you're talking
hamburgers
about,
are German, dog. That's white food.
Hamburgers. Oh yeah, right. They're from Hamburg, right? Hamburg, Germany.
All I'm saying though is, when you look at it from a larger global scale.
Yes, I'm with you. There's nothing we can steal from white people.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
And that is insane that they are so plain Jane vanilla.
Yeah.
That nothing can be stolen and be used of benefit.
Vanilla ice cream, maybe? They came up with that?
Vanilla bean? Nah, I feel like that's like South American. You know
I would say so.
Okay.
So What's a podcast, listeners? If you know what me as a black man can steal from the Pilgrims,
from the Caucasity,
a little bit of get back, please.
I would love to do that. That could be a good experiment, social experiment.
What we're gonna do, this part of the podcast is the video for this week. Like we got to do video podcasts. We can't.
You know, one thing that I do say that we can use to step the podcast up is our social media is lacking. Eddie has been great, not great at all. But he has been our social media director. I don't know why we did that mistake for somebody who's never had social media a day in his life and just handed him the keys to the kingdom.
Listen, this is what we're gonna have to do, okay? And I hate to be the person that does this, right?
You're fired?
No, Streetwear Eddie. It is a very well-known fact that 1/3 of this podcast has a children's sneaker show, does all types of wild editing, funny comments, promotion, and out of 119 episodes has created 4 videos for What's a Podcast. So if you know who this person is, Streetwear Eddie, I think they could do a screen grab once a week.
Okay.
Come up with a little caption.
Yeah.
Just if you could teach me how to do it, I'll do it.
We can go to the moon, as they say.
Yeah.
The moon. All right.
To the moon.
Let's do it. Streetwear Eddie and I are going to do this. It's going to be a collaborative effort moving forward. Starting this week. Starting with this episode.
119, baby.
119. Yeah, let's do it. 119. Let's silent time. You just bookmark that. All right.
Also, as this week continued on from the Thursday, Sunday, Saturday was actually Juneteenth.
Right?
And
yes.
Juneteenth was very interesting this year because I believe Biden made Juneteenth a federal law.
He made Friday a holiday, yeah.
Well, it was Thursday at 3:30.
Right.
He made it a federal law.
Yeah.
At 3:45, DCPS, which is DC Public Schools, and the mayor sent out a memo basically saying there's no school tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, no type of notice or headway or anything, right?
That's all you need.
But parents are going back to work now, though. So if you expected your kid to be in school on Friday,
the parents are excused from their job too, dog.
The federal government will shut down.
I'm just saying,
unless they're essential,
Right. So Juneteenth, I saw a lot of people not happy with Juneteenth. It was a performative act.
It was.
I think we saw that today. They shot down the voting rights bill today. The Republicans.
They needed 60 votes and they only got 50.
It was 50 to 50, yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
They have to abolish the filibuster. They're not going to get anything done in the next year until midterms. But so basically, a lot of people just felt like it was performative. We didn't ask for Juneteenth to be a federal holiday.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? People were saying that the Pilgrims are going to take it over the same way they did Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my
You're
God.
going to see, like,
my God.
I saw somebody say, if I see a mattress sale on Juneteenth, I'm going to go crazy. And
I'm going to burn that mattress.
Oh, my God.
I died laughing.
Yeah. It's coming, though. That's what's funny. That's what's going to make it even worse.
So So Juneteenth.
That's crazy. Yo.
Juneteenth honestly was kind of just another Saturday. Honestly, I felt like it wasn't anything special. Um, Shout out, but I do want to give props to people who did help it get this far. We don't want to overlook the effort that it did take to get it recognized. But I think in 2021, we see that it's more of a performative act than actually changing and improving lives. Like, all we want is healthcare, right?
And police reform.
And police reform. Like, we're not asking for.
Yeah.
I think I saw Nancy Pelosi saying "We shall overcome" with like 8 other white senators, and I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Like, this makes no sense.
Weren't some of them wearing dashikis?
Last year.
That was last year. Oh my God, I can't get that image out of my head.
Yo,
that's gonna be the cover art for this week's episode.
Yeah, them wearing fucking African garb. It took me to a place of anger. I could not get over it. Yo, all people are asking for is for it to be a level playing field. Motherfuckers are not asking for a whole lot.
right.
It just needs to be a level playing field
Yeah.
between the
Everybody.
pilgrims
Between everybody.
and black people and and everybody and all people of
Everybody.
color.
Yeah.
So, police reform, healthcare, all these things, the things that motherfuckers are asking for, education in our inner cities, funding for our inner cities,
Yeah.
Jobs. These are essential things that people are asking for, but instead of that, they give us a holiday. Don't get me wrong. I like the holiday. I double parked on M Street and left my car there for 30 minutes. There was nobody giving tickets.
Yeah, but you did it every day.
That's true. I do. But I knew on Friday that I was not going to get a ticket. Every other day.
No meter maids were working.
Yeah. Every other day I risk it, and I kind of come up on the winning end for the most part.
Yeah.
But Friday I knew I wasn't going to get a ticket. But yeah, I mean, I'll take the holiday too, but I just need everything else to fall in place.
It is what it is. We will make the best of it moving forward. And also,
Spotify next Juneteenth, y'all gotta announce a big deal with a black podcast or a black entertainer, man.
With me,
With us.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. Let's
I'll
do
bring
it.
y'all along. We just won't say
Let's
nothing.
do it.
Us.
Yeah, Abdul,
Sure,
you'll
let's
be
do
like you'll be like the tech savvy guy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. Let's do it.
But so then the Sunday after was Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Father's Day for me was tight. I hung out with Queen Bean. Real low key domestic. Like, we ordered Nando's. We went to Cava for
Oh
lunch.
man,
Like,
did you
it
get
was-
the Spanish rice or the Portuguese rice, the yellow joint?
Nah,
No,
nah.
you don't fuck with the rice.
What'd you get? Just straight chicken?
Straight chicken.
What peri peri sauce do you get though?
I get the.
I get all of them.
Well, I get medium, and I get one other one.
I get the extra spicy. The garlic joint is fire.
Garlic's fire.
Garlic is fire, but you gotta get
All
that
of that
rice.
I keep a bottle of garlic in the house though.
Yeah,
Like, when I go to Nando's, I buy a bottle of garlic and bring it to the house.
you don't take it. I just take it.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
I
I
fill up
don't.
a bunch of them.
I
but
don't-
I'm just
I don't
saying,
take it.
like,
So he talking about
Allegedly.
the whole bottle.
yeah, you taking the whole bottle.
I just grab the bottle, bring it to my table, and then when it's time to go,
You just gotta
Yeah.
put it in the to-go bag on the way
yeah.
out.
Listen, what you do is the bottle is about this big. You bring it to your table. You make it look like it's just there for
Using it.
replenishments and all that. and then when you're leaving, you just walk
Comes
out with
you.
it.
It comes with you.
Yeah,
It's the African
you paid
in
for
you.
it.
Casually.
It's all good. It's a Baltimore African speaking on how to. keep
Listen,
your,
those sauces are delicious, though. I
home
can't
stock
even
ready.
front.
Yo, listen, I send it home often because my brother likes it as well. So I send like
How do you
Oh,
send
they
it
don't
home?
have that out there.
they don't
They don't have
Nando's.
Nando's.
They
How
don't
do you
have-
send it?
I just wrap it up in a bubble wrap.
Yeah, you can bubble wrap that joint.
Yeah,
You
bubble
Those-
talking about
those
the sauce?
bottles
You talking
are-
about the sauce or the food?
the
No,
sauce.
the
Oh,
sauce.
I'm about to say.
Oh, yeah, no, they only have Nando's in, I think, DC, Maryland, Virginia.
New
There's
York
like
City, I think.
There's one in New York City,
Okay,
and then the rest is London and South Africa.
right.
They have not.
And we
gone
got a
crazy
bunch here in
with it.
DC.
Yeah,
that's
we
what I'm saying. DC,
quickly. They
Maryland.
came quick too.
Yeah.
DC, Maryland, Virginia,
Yeah.
one in New York, London, South Africa. That's the only place I see Nando's.
Yep.
I know somebody's gonna tell me they're wrong in the comments, like, "Oh, I was in Kuala Lumpur. I was in."
Okay, great. They got one
whatever.
there too.
I'm just saying.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
But yes, Father's Day was.
Congratulations, Kuala Lumpur.
me and the bean kept it light, man. We just kinda
Okay.
hung out. It was dope. I had a DJ that night, so it was
Where'd you play at?
St. Eve's.
Abigail.
Oh, Abigail.
Sunday. Woo.
Sunday ate me up. Goodness.
It was crazy in there, huh?
It was insane. The weed smoke is killing me right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like the weed smoke is
The secondhand smoke.
Yeah. The secondhand weed smoke in the club is just insane. Like
I fuck with it.
I don't understand why they don't smoke better weed though. I feel like they smoke really bad
and that's
weed.
because they smoke blunts, and blunts all smell the same. No matter how gassed the weed is, you just smell
how
like
potent
backwood.
it is.
You just smell backwood.
My whole outfit was just
it's gone.
I hate getting in a lift. Lift thinks I'm the smoker. I'm the DJ, bro. Like
it's all it's all good.
Yeah.
What's the lift prices looking like these days? They went down a little bit.
I had to wait an hour.
$15, $20 to go uptown.
I had to wait an hour Friday night.
Damn.
Saturday night.
Hold on. It took you an hour for it to pick you up, or you
took
for to get the mice to go down?
For the price to be less than $60.
Damn.
$60.
I live less than 2 miles away from the club.
You should just take a yellow cab.
There's no cabs outside.
There's no fucking cabs.
There's no cabs outside.
Fuck.
You gotta start riding your bike, dog.
There's no cabs, and Saturday night I took a scooter home.
Oh, don't do that.
I mean,
why?
It was
because that shit is dangerous as a motherfucker.
I would just be on the sidewalk.
Those little scooters are not to look, man. They're dangerous.
Bro,
it
was the only thing shaking because I just was waiting for the lift.
You should start riding your bike, yo. You don't. It's like 2 miles away from.
I just don't want to hit that hill at 4:00 in the morning. Though.
That's true.
Like,
I feel you on that.
That's why the lift works, because the lift is motorized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than that, dude, it's ugly out here, G. You know what I'm saying? So
you better catch a ride with a bartender or something.
Yeah, can't you just like finagle one of the promoters?
Yeah.
Nah, because the promoters are all leaving with whatever 21-year-olds they're trying to bag.
Oh yeah.
Like Chris says, oh, we're there till 6 in the morning.
Damn.
Oh right.
You know
shout out to
shout out to Chris. Yeah, so he's like, yo, we're there till 6 in the morning. Because Chris don't live far from me either.
Yeah.
But it just was like, fam, I'm trying to get home. So we'll see. It'll be all good.
You need to we used to have them back in the day. You need to get like a cab driver or Uber's driver's phone number and just be like, yo, I'm gonna hit you, come pick me up, and I'll smash you with like 30 cash or 20 cash.
There's just no cab drivers.
Nah, but if you have like the ones that you can call, they'll come pick you up.
I'm gonna see what's good next time I get in the whip.
We should we talked about that dude last episode, the guy who was in the club with you and then ended up being your Uber driver.
Oh yeah.
You need to have his number on speed
You should hit him up, yeah.
he moved to Atlanta.
Yo, where you at?
He moved to Atlanta.
No, that's a fact. They used to be like gypsy cab or like cab drivers that they would give you their number. They're like, yo, just hit me. If you anywhere you need to go anywhere, just hit me. And it's like flat rate, $20 anywhere around town.
Listen, we're gonna make it work. We'll keep y'all posted. What's a podcast? Episode 119. Currently, right now, the Phoenix Suns are playing the Los Angeles Clippers. Game 2. My brother's at the game.
Is Chris Paul back?
Chris Paul is not back because Chris Paul is in the health and safety protocol.
He got that COVID watch.
Yo,
You know
so
what
what
I'm
does that mean? Does that mean he has COVID?
That means he tested positive.
That means he tested positive.
And he's vaccinated.
He is vaccinated.
Yeah, so he could give it to other people.
He doesn't know how he got it because he was like, yo, I only go to the games, to the
club.
Practice facility.
I only go to brunch on Sundays.
Practice facility game because his family lives in LA and he's in Phoenix by himself.
Oh, damn. He's definitely not at home.
No, he's
out.
Home. He's a square. He's 36. He's a square. He's not.
No, he's not. You got him fucked up.
I think that's
where'd
the
he
look
catch?
he gives everybody.
Where'd he catch COVID? The only motherfucker on the team with COVID. Where'd he catch it?
Listen, he didn't return my text message.
He caught it home alone.
Text message.
He caught it home alone.
He caught it from the TV.
Yeah. His cleaning lady gave it to him.
Yeah. There you go. That works for me.
Listen, that motherfucker's family's not there. He's out and about.
As long as we win, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, right now it's looking good. We're up 4 points.
You know, Kellen be having them undercover parties for the celebrities in Phoenix. Like, yo, you got to lock your phone up when you come in.
Nah, he's not at that level. That's the only person that does that is Drake. That's like
and
Drake
Dave Chappelle.
And Chappelle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chappelle, we saw, last week we talked about Clark Kent DJing a party with Diddy, and I thought we were kind of clear that we weren't invited to that, and our feelings were a little bit hurt. Mine were. And I thought us talking about
unofficial, that. He's an unofficial manager.
Yeah,
right?
I am the unofficial manager
Yeah,
of
so you
DJ Clark
definitely
Kent.
should. Yeah,
Yeah, I felt some kind of way. And then right after that podcast came out, we see Clark spinning again at the Dave Chappelle show in New York City for the premiere of his movie and the show with Fat Joe and Q-Tip and all these other
De
people. And
La
yeah, and What's a Podcast was left out of that again.
again. Yeah,
Listen, man, we need a Clark Kent. We need to like tap in. You know what I'm saying? Like next,
I thought we were tapped in.
we're not clearly.
We're not tapped in. So yeah, we've had a.
My DJ bag hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, that's a great point. Your Toomey bag hasn't come in yet, and I honestly thought that we were tapped in, but I think I just had a false sense of entitlement, and I mean I think that's just we just now have to just come on and have the conversation with Clark, maybe
Yeah.
on this podcast, and find out where we stand.
It's an intervention.
Yeah, like where are we on the level of the list, right? Like, are we closer to the top, or well, obviously it doesn't.
Eddie and I are in a different part of the list.
I mean, yeah.
No,
So-
Yeah.
we move as a unit when it comes to this. So
No, we don't. No, we
to the
don't.
events we
So-
do.
No, we don't. No,
we
don't.
move as a unit. We move as a unit. But nah, shout out to Clark Kent, man. It was great to see some of those pictures and videos from with him with Dave Chappelle. I really want to see this documentary or this film that Dave has made, and I think it has to do with the events he was having at Yellow Springs, Ohio during the middle of the pandemic. I think he was filming some of those comedy shows, and this is a movie about all of that. So I'm interested in watching it.
fuck yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Dave Chappelle was also a part of the Foo Fighters show at Madison Square Garden. Completely sold out.
You said Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle was part
Dave
of that.
Chappelle was on stage with the Foo Fighters.
I thought that was actually a Dave Chappelle show, and the Foo Fighters were just a part of it.
I don't either way. All I saw was Foo Fighters playing Dave Chappelle, full building,
Yeah.
So,
full
No
building.
mask.
What? I don't think Chappelle's worn a mask the entire because he got COVID.
He did get COVID, but he was wearing a mask
He got COVID at a show though in Texas.
in Texas with Elon Musk.
And fam, you live in Ohio.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Dave?
Well, what happened is everybody, for some reason, relocated to Austin, Texas, because Texas was the only state that was open and allowed some of these shows to happen. So a lot of comedians, even people like Joe Rogan, moved his whole operation from California, Los Angeles to Austin, Texas. And
Wow.
as a result of all that is happening, you're now seeing like millionaires from Silicon Valley and all this shit buying up all the real estate in Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas has become one of the hottest places to own a place in the last year and a half.
Wow.
Yes, Austin's awesome. I've been to Austin 10 times maybe.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. Like the downtown Austin is dope. They
Yeah.
have 6th Street for all the college kids. They have 21st Street. Obviously, they have South by. Apple is building their second biggest campus in the world in Austin.
That's
So
lit.
then I think Microsoft is trying to build something
Yep.
else.
They
So
said
you
it's
can't-
becoming the next Silicon Valley. Like
can't even live
all
in
the tech
Austin.
companies are moving there.
Yeah, my man lives in Round Rock, which is like the Rockville of Austin.
Oh, you can't even live in Austin anymore.
Nah, Austin's crazy.
Why? You're saying because it's all sold out already?
Real estate
You're
prices
just like
are
priced
crazy.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
But they said that's why it's so dangerous for some of these Silicon Valley millionaires who are coming in, because they're buying places without even looking at the motherfuckers, and it's cash offers. So they've priced out. It's made it impossible for locals who are looking for places to even buy a place. They
That's
can't
what Rome
compete.
was saying. His man lives in Rockville.
yeah, my
Yeah.
man lives in Round Rock. So
Yeah.
so when my man first moved out there, he's like, I live 20, 30 minutes outside of downtown in Round Rock. I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, it's cool. It's not that bad. You're in Texas, you're on the freeway. Now it's like 40, 50 minutes because the traffic is so
Traffic,
bad.
yeah.
And before
Mad
civilization kind of stopped where he was living.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Now that thing just
it's
keeps
stretched out.
go-
I mean, I'm
What?
sure he's making bread though. I mean,
Yeah, he's doing
his
well.
property's gone up.
Yeah, he's not tripping, but it's just the fact that
Yeah.
a lot of people have made the move to Austin. Austin's a dope place, man. South by is awesome. Like I said, I've been there for the last 10 years in a row as a result of as a result of South by. And
Yeah,
I was DJing down there summer in 2019. at University of Texas every Tuesday. They were flying me down there. So
Oh, I forgot
it
about
was,
that.
yeah,
I
it was
remember that.
fire, man.
Is that on
So
pause right now still?
I lost the contact is not involved anymore. So I don't think that's gonna happen. But we'll see. Um, what's a podcast episode 119? Um, one of the, you know,
Shout
one
out to
of
Clark
the
Kent.
shout out to Clark Kent. One of the, obviously we lost Quinn Coleman over the pandemic
Mm,
time. Quinn
yes.
was from DC, I believe. I believe it was from
Yeah.
He's
DC,
from Washington, D.C., yes.
Washington DC, um, and we lost him over the pandemic. But it was just
Friend of
announced
the show.
today. Friend of the show, friend of the area. Like
Yeah.
Quinn learned how to DJ. He was my opening DJ for a long time. We're doing our Rock Creek Social Club parties. So it was just announced today that the Quinn Coleman Scholarship Fund will support a new generation of black music creators in college.
I love
The,
it.
the new multi-year scholarship in honor of the late music executive Quinn Coleman kicks off in 2022 to provide college students with a comprehensive internship program. So this is via the Grammy Museum and the Recording Academy. They're the ones that
Yeah.
announced it today, the multi-year scholarship. There's a memorial fund which is still up, and so if you just Google the name Quinn Coleman, the information will be right there in front of you if you want to donate to the GoFundMe or find out more information about the internship program.
Yeah.
So do that. You know what I'm saying? Peace to Marty, peace to Greenwood, and peace to Modi,
Modi.
who were
Yeah.
all three of those guys they were all part of DC to BC, Trelectro. Quinn was an anchor as well. So
Listen, they created something phenomenal, not just in this city, but around the whole country. Like Trelectro was something like, who would
Yeah.
have thought that 3 kids or 4 kids from this area would be able to create something that was such a huge festival and became like a name brand throughout the whole country? Like,
the timing was phenomenal.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And at the time, I think DC was phenomenal
yeah.
in terms
Yeah.
of what the city was transforming into
Hmm.
and the power that those three guys held together. Because Modi used to be in the club on Tuesday nights, like getting his thing together as we're throwing another party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was it was awesome to see I DJ'd every Trelectro in some way, shape, or form. So it was awesome. One year I opened for Vashti, house DJ. It was, no, except for the last one. The last one was the one I didn't DJ. But other than that, I was a part of every single one of them. So shout out to the Trelectro team. Peace to all of them. I talked to Modi last week,
Okay.
and he's doing really well. You know what I'm saying? We had
He's
a
on his
nice
model shit
conversation.
now. Shout out to
His
Modi, man.
gram, yeah, he reactivated his gram. He's in a good space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, he's come out. He's a full fledged model now.
Yeah, episode 119 was a
Yeah.
podcast. So, in streetwear news, Futura has a lawsuit that's now gone public against the North Face. Basically, North Face has a product line called Future Light, which they use an atom-esque symbol, which Futura has been using the atom for 40 years. So it's the future light with the atom that is mocking Futura, who's had the
Yeah.
atom.
With his Adam.
So the name and just the whole, it's just like you. We
It's
live in
too
DC.
much.
We live in DC. North Face products are everywhere. Anything from October to March, April, all you see is people in North Face coats of every single shape, for boots, jackets, the whole
Overalls.
nine, hoodies, t-shirts, right?
Yeah.
And it's a well loved product in the streetwear community. You know what I'm saying? Like the Nupsy is just one that everybody,
Yeah.
they dropped it a couple years ago, and everybody I know has one for the most part, right?
Yeah.
Um, and
And it looks like he actually even has that atom copyrighted
oh
because
yeah, yeah, at this point,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
he's
it's his
filing
original art.
yeah, he's filing a copyright infringement
So
lawsuit, which
his
goes to tell you that he has that copyrighted.
Yeah.
I believe what happened is that when he got, so his son is a photographer by the name of 13th Witness.
It's a great photographer.
So
Yeah.
uh Abdul, you and I have a mutual friend named Sky,
Yeah.
right? Sky was 13th Witness's manager.
Okay.
Then Sky took over and became Futura's manager.
That's
and
right.
I'm sure within that, I'm sure when once he got with Sky, they tightened up a lot of his legal dealings
Yeah.
and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Because Sky don't play around. He deals with a lot of high volume, high, like just dope art stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's what he does. Um, and so yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that he has that copywritten at all. Like we used to carry Future clothes at the shop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Futura Labs.
That was 14 years ago when we carried that stuff
Yeah.
when it
Yep.
first opened.
I remember that. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's sad that North Face, which is really, you would think is a brand that, the streets really made that brand what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
we made that brand what it is today. I'm gonna take credit for that for on behalf of all of us. We made it hot, and for them to do something to a legend like Lenny McGurr and just blatantly steal. Not only did they just steal his Atom, but the fact that they called it that collection
Like
Future Light,
Light. Yeah.
it's just it's a
It's
slap
blatant.
in the face. Like,
Yeah.
yo, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And giving him intimidating statements like he said they threatened him with making they were gonna have him cover all of the lawyer fees as an attempt to intimidate him. And but what's fucked up is I think that this might not be going very well in
North Face
the-
favor.
well, actually, I think in Futura's favor. I almost feel like Futura's gonna have to fight this through. Like, don't let this shit stop him from taking this to court. Like the scare tactics and all these things that a big company does in order to kind of
Like bully
sweep
you.
a smaller company underneath the rug. Yeah, they're gonna try to bully you. They're gonna try all these things to try to
They
stop
might
this.
settle outside of court.
And you know what? If they want to settle out of court, that's a win.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think.
it depends.
Yeah, it could be considered a win. But what I think really needs to happen is North Face needs to be shamed publicly. Like, that's what I have seen win for a lot of these. I think it was Guess or Prada or one of these big corporations that stole some black designers. My wife was telling me about it. She's an attorney in the intellectual property space and copyright and all that stuff. So she's seen all this shit happen. And she was telling me about, I think it might have been Prada or it might have been Guess that had stolen some black designers' design, and they mass produced the shit out, gave no credit anywhere, no signs of a collaboration. And they were just like, what are you going to do? But they were shamed publicly on social media and all over the internet so bad that they eventually dropped it. And I think they might have settled with the designer. And I think that's where we are right now. These companies need to get hit. They need to feel the shame. They need to be dragged through the mud on social media. They need to be, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, who are these people making these decisions? What right do you have to steal somebody's shit?
Yeah.
Who are the people making these decisions in these offices? I don't even understand.
Think that the people in the offices making the decisions probably didn't even know they were stealing somebody's shit.
They had to have. I mean, this is too close. Like, somebody played a joke on the executives. It was
that's just assuming the executives know who Futura is. You know what I mean?
Well, somebody knew who Futura was.
Yeah,
this was
the
a
person who
blatant
designed
theft.
it
Yeah.
knew who it was.
Yeah. This is theft.
Somebody in the graphic design department knew who he
But
was.
it's gonna get ugly. This was the first day that we saw something like this pop out about North Face. But the company that owns North Face is the same company that owns Supreme, that owns Vans, that owns Timberland. And while all of these are separate companies and they all have their own corporate structures, they have their own CEOs, they have their own VPs and design teams, et cetera, et cetera. At the end of the day, they are owned by the same parent company.
Yeah, they're under the same umbrella.
Yeah. So what does that mean? Like, are some of these other brands gonna catch some heat for some of this theft? Mind you, Futura also has had a collab with North Face,
which is even crazier.
He did a collab with North Face Japan years ago.
That's a totally different company, though, isn't it?
I don't know. Is it
Yeah, they're different companies.
North Face Japan?
At the time,
What do you mean?
Because like remember,
Okay.
like you couldn't get North Face Japan in America, Purple Label stuff. All of that was like really
Yeah, but
different.
I thought I didn't know it was a different brand. I just thought it was a different like tier of
Nah, it was
like
like a separate from what I understand.
Yeah.
okay. I just thought maybe that's like a tier 0 in sneakers, and America is general release, so they're never
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
get
it's
any of the
still
tier 0
different
shit.
company, you know.
You weren't like the products were never crisscrossing each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like North Face Japan was only for Japan.
I thought that was by design. I didn't know
but
that's because it was a separate company.
Yeah, no, it was a separate company. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. And they've slowly
Don't
introduced.
quote us on this.
No,
What
no,
do you
no. But
think?
they've slowly merged them recently because they see America wants that product. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They
But
don't make anything in XL though,
They don't.
or X2X. XL is
Nah,
like a large,
XL
really.
is a large. Yeah. But all that JP stuff is sized like that, right?
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the day, man, this is not the first time nor the last time we're going to see anything like this.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to, and as consumers, you have to really, at this point, let your dollars make the decision for you. If you're still comfortable buying North Face, that's your decision. But if you're like, hey, I'm going to go buy something else, then that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? I was on point to go. I had made it up. I just told my brother 2 days ago, like, yo, I'm about to, next time Supreme drops a North Face, we got to get one just to have one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not anymore.
Not anymore. I think
Not anymore. Yeah.
Unless he gets, unless if he wins the lawsuit, then
Yeah.
maybe I'd think about it. But
Listen, North Face got a few months before it gets cold again, and like they got a few months to make this right. Like seriously,
you can do right, North Face.
North Face fix this. All right.
I don't think I have one North Face jacket. I don't think I own one.
Ever?
I've had.
I've
a bunch
definitely
of them.
seen you.
No,
in
no, no,
North
no.
Face,
I
bro.
have.
North
No, no.
Face.
I have had North Face jackets. I don't think I currently have one anymore.
Okay.
Episode 119.
I have a few.
I'm gonna buy the Supreme one when everybody else isn't buying them. Once everybody boycotts North Face, I'm gonna start copping.
In more culturally relevant news, Jay-Z is suing Jonathan Mannion for selling pictures of him.
Yeah.
Jay-Z is also blocking Dame Dash from selling Reasonable Doubt as an NFT.
Man, I don't think he's blocking them. I mean, I just think like
Nah,
you can't.
Nah, he blocked them.
I'm just saying, but like, is it Dame Dash's to sell?
No.
Dame Dash owns
Right, so he's not
1/3.
really blocking them. It's not yours. You can't like.
But let's talk about the Jonathan Mannion one first, because Jonathan Mannion has been wilding. I can't even front. Like he's been selling.
Nah. Jonathan Mannion owns those pictures.
How does he own them?
He took the photos. I'm sure Jay and them paid for them for a certain amount of time, but if they don't have a contract saying you can't use them after they own them after a certain amount of time,
Jerome.
That's it.
Jerome, you're getting married, and you hire a photographer to come take pictures at your wedding. Who owns the pictures?
It depends.
I do.
Don't you only pay for a certain amount though? And you pay for
No, I pay for his services.
You pay for that whole fucking hard drive.
That's my shit.
That's not it though.
I'm not saying it depends on but I'm giving you an example.
No, because
of
they
when
have
you
to
hire
ask
somebody.
You. They have to ask you, hey, do you mind if I put your pictures on my website?
They
blah, blah, blah.
ask for my
they
permission.
Have to ask you, yeah.
Right.
Right. So this guy didn't ask for anybody's permission and just went out and
it's been 25 years.
But this
doesn't matter. It's
only
the same person.
Yeah, and it's just now
years.
that he's starting to during the pandemic he started selling all these pictures of Jay, of DMX. I actually bought a Biggie picture of Biggie in the Air Max 96s. I have it over here right now.
Damn.
What does this hurt Jay-Z?
Nothing.
How does this hurt Jay-Z?
This is his.
How does this hurt Jay-Z though?
You know what? The fact that it's weird because I've always liked Jonathan Mannion, but a year or two ago,
He was wilding for sure. I know what you're talking about.
it was I think a black photographer who did a cover of some magazine, right, Jerome?
Yeah.
And he came out and he started bashing her on his social media, and he was checked real quick.
Yeah.
For his white privilege and thinking that he had the right to comment on something like this, right? And ever since that, I felt some sort of way. I was like, damn, this dude feels so privileged to be in a place where he thinks he can comment on something like this. And the fact that he thought that he could just took those pictures so they belonged to him, obviously Jay-Z has
they
some
kind of
sort,
do belong to him though.
they don't belong to him to be selling.
But it's, I guess that's subjective, man, because that's his art. So why can't he sell his art? He's a photographer.
Yeah, but it depends on
you know what I mean?
I believe the statement that came out through Jay's lawyers was he was paid to take these pictures, and that was it.
I mean, if that's
the
the
rapper
case,
did not give the photographer the right to use or exploit his likeness
if that's the case,
in print and merchandise or licensing the image to others.
I mean,
He did not give him that.
Yeah.
But what also fucks me up is Mannion, for some reason, feels like he had some sort of hand in Jay's career because he took these pictures. And I'll be very honest with you. Those pictures, those album covers could have been taken by Blue Ivy if she was alive. And Jay would have still been a fucking superstar.
Well, yeah, he'd still be a star, but
You think the album covers?
The Reasonable Doubt, that entire, first of all, they made the Can't Knock the Hustle video. They made Can't Knock the Hustle video because of how the album cover looked. That's how much they liked.
But like, why is he suing him? Isn't that his man anyways though? Like, if he shot all his album covers,
apparently not, right?
Not anymore.
Then all of the because he shot the blueprint as well. So I don't know if he's trying to sue for the blueprint photos or.
He's suing him for everything. He's not allowed to sell any pictures that have
Right.
Jay's image on it.
But he captured some of the strongest images of Jay at the peak of his career. Blueprint is one of Jay's
all of
best
them,
albums,
all
right?
of them.
So at this point, so for you to say, oh, it didn't make a difference? No, it definitely made a difference. There was only 3 or 4 photographers at the time that were at that level. So you're hiring Mannion because you know he's going to do.
He's the best.
Job.
Yeah,
he's the best.
Mr. Mannion has created iconic images of Mr. Carter over the years and is proud that these images have helped to define the artist that Jay-Z is today.
That's true.
No
though.
bullshit.
It is though.
Bull fucking shit.
In terms of visually on paper on an album cover, he did.
Yeah, but like
I'm not saying
the way
as
this
a
reads the way this reads is almost like Mannion is trying to take credit for he didn't say he said define the artist that Jay is today. Those pictures have nothing to do with the artist that Jay is today.
That's a fact.
You know, they help make for a good selling point as album cover and as cover art for Jay's music, but as the artist that Jay is today, bullshit.
I think you have to look at it as what role did album art play in 1996, 2001? It played a huge. If they take those photos, they print them out as posters.
Yeah,
they're doing all sorts. They're spreading Jay-Z's image and likeness across the country, in print, right? And these are the pictures. The blueprint photos are some of the best photos ever taken for album art. There's so many different takes. Like, it's fire. He was wearing like American flags, and it was tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it comes down to realistically speaking, how much does this hurt Jay-Z right now?
This shit is personal, man. Because if this is like your main photographer and now you suing him, it's personal, man. Because why would you care? Like, I'd be like, get that money, dog. Like, sell them, get that money.
Well, I think Jay, as well as his wife, have today become very particular about how their likeness is used everywhere.
I feel like Jay's been on that shit forever.
And I think also the fact that Mannion is also white actually might have hurt him in this, to be honest.
Probably.
Mannion.
But why should it? Because Jay hired him, and he was white when he hired him.
Yeah, but who knew that you get hired for a service, right? And also 25 years ago, while there were black photographers in this space, who knows what the reason was? Like,
because
whatever, they hired him.
At that time, he was the best.
Maybe. I don't know much about photography to say that he was the best, but Jay claims in the suit, Mannion made an arrogant assumption that because he took these photographs, he can do with them as he pleases. The rapper alleges in the suit. It is ironic that a photographer would treat the image of a formerly unknown black teenager, now wildly successful, as a piece of property to be squeezed for every dollar it can produce. That statement right there, like, if you read it,
I don't know, man. I feel like I feel like that's his art, dog. That's his interpretation of Jay-Z.
He didn't shoot Jay-Z when Jay-Z was a teen. He shot Jay-Z at 27. So that's a lie, number one. Number two, Jay-Z, you were a drug dealer turned rapper, and now you're this innocent black teen who you took pictures of. No, what Jay-Z is doing is the same thing what Nike is doing. The people that helped you get there, the people that helped you when you were at your lowest.
I don't think Mannion helped him.
Bro, he took the photos. It's literally there, right? So the people that helped you get the photos.
I mean, he didn't hurt him.
He didn't hurt him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't hurt him.
Nike's taking all their shoes out of
this shit is personal, dog.
They want to control it, right? Jay-Z wants to take control all his property, and he wants to. Bro, nobody cares at this point. Honestly, let that man get his money.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm with Jay on this
especially
one.
For as Republican as Jay-Z is. Jay-Z just bought a car for Robert Kraft. Why is Jay-Z buying a car for the New England Patriots owner? Do you want to be an owner that bad?
Who's a known Trumper
and is also a pedophile.
Big Republican vibes.
This whole thing reeks of Republican vibes. Jay-Z is a Republican.
Yes. While I agree with you there.
We named the last episode after you because you were very heavy on your Republican vibes last episode. So I see now why we're having this conversation.
Okay. All right. This is the sequel, huh?
I see that.
I'm just saying, dude's an artist, man. He's selling his art.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? You bought the picture of Biggie.
I did.
Okay, you know
what? I would have bought the picture of Jay as well.
Right.
Because I'm a Jay fan. I'm not a Jonathan Mannion fan.
Hold on, say that one more time.
I'm a Jay fan, and I'm a big fan. I'm not a Jonathan Mannion fan.
Did he take a picture of Nas?
Oh,
I don't think so.
You walked into.
You just said you a Jay fan.
Good call.
I am a Jay fan. Yeah, you're right. No, but my point is, Eddie, you got married a few years ago.
Right, but
20 years from now, your wedding photographer starts selling pictures of you and your wife. From the wedding. Is that his art that he's trying to express himself?
No, look, dog, but if I'm so famous that in 15 years people want to actually pay money for my picture and he took it, do what you do. Like, Jay don't need that money. Like, is Jay-Z going to sell pictures of himself?
No, but at least he can control what happens to it, though.
He can't, because I can go on my fucking computer and print that picture out right now. But art collectors want to have original copies from the artist. So he's not. Jay-Z should just shut down like all his images from like every fucking like Google search, like every internet search engine, because we can all print that picture out for free.
We're gonna have to get Clark Kent's opinion on this, because he's also a friend of Jonathan Mannion's.
He's an artist,
obviously a friend of Hove as well.
Yo,
I would like to see where he stands on this.
So how about like when artists like recreate, like if somebody like paints a picture of Jay-Z and sells it, is that the same thing?
No, that's not the same thing.
Why not? Because that's just a different person's interpretation of art.
So because it makes the biggest difference in the world.
It doesn't though.
It does. It's not an actual picture of Jay. It's something that somebody reimagined and redid on some of the media.
Yeah, but the way that photographer tells him to stand and pose, that's art. We
can say the same thing. We can say North Face did not take Futura's Atom. They took a version of it. And
that's way different.
Why are you mad at them calling this collection Future Light? It doesn't say Futura Light.
It's different because
I'm saying like that's like what you're saying though.
No, I'm just saying is that the photographer, that's his art, so it's his art to sell because
it ain't
that's what he does. He's an artist. He takes photos.
I think it all depends on the contract they signed in 1995, 1996. Whenever the album came out in 1996, but who knows when the pictures would take? Could have been 95, right? But it all depends on what sort of contract they signed.
There's probably no contract.
But according to the suit, it says Jay said that Jonathan Mannion was paid a service fee for him to take these pictures, and they were actually, I believe he said they were property of Rockefeller Records. That, if it's true, open shut. Like, Mannion is not allowed.
If that's the case, I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not rooting for Republican Hove in this situation.
Yeah.
How you know Mannion's not a Republican? He is white.
I mean, if he's selling like the actual picture of the album cover, that might be fucked up. But if he's selling like other shots from that shoot, then I don't have a problem with that.
Oh,
but
no,
if he's selling
I think it's a little bit of all of them.
Yeah. If he's selling like the actual or album cover photo, that might be fucked up.
But some of those photos are so tight you want to see them.
For sure.
Right? Like you don't I mean, we all want like some cool never seen before, but there's some people who just want the cover. They want to hang the cover up in their room. You know what I'm saying? So episode 119, What's a Podcast? Eddie has stepped off and Abdul
where did he go?
I don't know. Abdul is about to show us a new sneaker, potentially.
New sneaker.
He's actually going to show us.
I was trying to find.
Do remember to listen to whatsapodcast.live. That's the archive. Okay, so Abdul showing us the picture of Biggie in L.A. crossing the street.
Oh, this was in L.A.?
That's in L.A., yeah. In L.A. You don't remember? So he did the interview on BT that day.
Yeah.
And that's when he said, more money, more problems, I believe. So what's a podcast episode 119?
Actually, it says it was in Harlem, New York, bro. This picture
I don't know,
was taken in Harlem, New York.
That looks like the one that I remember him being in LA, but I could be wrong.
It says June 23rd, 1996.
I could be wrong. Maybe he liked that shirt, wanted to wear it twice. I'm not sure.
mean,
Damn, we're almost to the day on that too.
Yeah, when you're that big, I mean, listen, you gotta recycle some of these shirts or have multiples of them, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had a few of those. But
episode 119, we're now going to talk about Jay-Z and Dame Dash trying to sell an NFT.
Yo, David Dash is crazy.
Yeah, I'm not mad at him, but
I mean, there was a good shot, right?
Like, yeah, like fuck it, take it,
right? But apparently, yeah, he,
I mean, I don't think that's his to sell. You know, I have a different stand on that than the photos. I feel like that's not Dame Dash's to sell. Like if he owns a third of it, then you can't sell it. You know, like.
Well, what I believe Dame came out and said was, he's actually trying to sell his 1/3 ownership of that record.
Why can't he do that?
I don't know.
I mean, if he owns 1/3 of it, why can't he do that?
Well, wasn't he already bought out? Or maybe, oh no. Okay, so he was bought out of Rockefeller, right? And he was bought out of Rockefeller, but I believe he still has ownership to the actual record, the Reasonable Doubt record.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw the NFT
we're gonna have to have Clark clear that up too.
We need some sort of legal expert to come in and explain what's happening over here, because yeah, Dame and his lawyers didn't even show up for the hearing. That sounds like they knew that it was an L.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of wish Dame was able to get his 1/3 off, but.
So basically, it says Dame Dash responds to Jay-Z's lawsuit over Reasonable Doubt NFT. Dame Dash, basically what he says, under the terms of the deal with a potential buyer, the buyer would buy my share of Rockefeller Records, and Jay-Z will have exclusive administration rights. It was previously reported that Dame Dash was sued for attempting to sell Reasonable Doubt as an NFT, which can't be done because Rockefeller owns the album.
The album is already out.
But people try to sell everything as an NFT.
Okay.
The suit requests that Dash is barred from auctioning the NFT and to surrender any existing ones. So, it just seems like there's a lot of.
I mean, why didn't he just sell his shares to Jay?
I mean,
yeah,
who knows?
Said Dash told us. Dash told us the lawsuit wasn't going to stop him, but clarified he wasn't trying to sell Jay's album, but his entire stake in Rockefeller. But apparently he already sold that 1/3 stake. Dame claimed Jay-Z lowballed him with an offer to buy out his 1/3 stake. Oh, he didn't sell it. Okay. So he's trying to sell his 1/3 stake in the company. And so that's what he's shopping around. And he wanted to sell that 1/3 stake on as an NFT. You know what? I think Dame's going to win this. Being the brilliant legal mind and legal expert that we are on this podcast.
I think Jay will bleed him out with lawyer fees, man. I don't think Dane wants to see Jay.
Yeah, I mean his team didn't even show up for the first hearing, so that's not a good sign. But I thought this is newsworthy though. You know, I mean, everybody's going crazy with these NFTs and crypto and shit like that, and everybody's trying to monopolize on it. It's kind of crazy.
Well, speaking of crypto's
everything
a bad place right now.
Everything is fucking just
everything
shit the bed.
Tanked, huh?
Crypto went down. So Bitcoin went down like 30K in a week.
That's so crazy.
It's sitting at 32K. Doge is now at 18 cents after peaking at, I think, 61 cents?
What's Ethereum at?
I don't even know.
Ethereum is like 17 or 1600 or something like that. They didn't get hit too hard.
I've heard that people
Ethereum's the move, dog.
I've heard people say it is a wrap for NFTs, and crypto is still in between, but a lot of people are just saying that it's a wrap for NFTs.
Of course it is. That's just a scam anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know,
stupid as shit.
I don't think it's over for crypto, though. I mean,
it's not over for crypto, but NFTs is a wrap.
I want to say El Salvador might have started accepting Bitcoin as legal tender.
Exactly.
I think they're the first country to do it, but I think that's going to be the trend moving forward. We're going to see more and more of that, where they're going to accept Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago they did that.
Yeah. You know, I think. Listen, if I had a lot of money, I would buy Bitcoin and stuff. Now
they
I just
didn't
don't
do it, but like Live, the club in Miami,
they
had made an announcement that they were going to start accepting Bitcoin
as like forms of payment.
They ultimately decided against it at the last minute, but you know what I'm saying? That's how real this whole thing is now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yo, shout out to my brother. He keeps texting me. He's basically saying, I got to get season tickets, then courtside. He said, this is a life-changing experience. Go ahead, Kel. Do your thing.
Do your thing, Kellen.
Kellen's living his fucking best life.
Invite us out. Invite us out when you get courtside.
What
what sneaker are you wearing if you get courtside tickets, Jerome?
You got to keep it classy. You know what I'm saying? I'll wear like those. I got those Michigan State highs. I'd wear those. You know what I'm saying? I love that shoe. I actually want the low top in the worst way.
The low tops. The Michigan State are the green ones. Sorry.
Yeah.
I keep on thinking.
I like those maroon lows. Those maroon lows are fire.
Mm-hmm.
All the lows are just fire. Like fire. Except for those ones that came out today. Those are trash. Those are terrible.
Which ones?
The zebra dunks.
Oh, yeah.
Those were terrible.
You know what? I wasn't mad at the zebra ones, but the counterparts of the zebras, I think cheetahs or whatever, they look nothing like a cheetah. Neither do the zebras, really.
My thing is,
they're slutting it out, man.
All these shoes 15 years ago would have sat in Foot Locker in
That's a fact.
In Fredericksburg, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Like
they look like a giraffe.
Crazy. Exactly. Yeah, they were. I remember when they came out the first time.
It's a giraffe, not a cheetah.
They sat. So you know what I'm saying. So
yeah,
it is what it is. I mean, what's a podcast episode 119? I believe. Oh, so there's a new Wale, Chris Brown song. It's very familiar when you hear it.
I like the song.
If you like it, I played it on Friday. It got a decent response, but it was really new. It just came out earlier that day. So
the Wale is floating on that joint. He got a good flow on that.
Yeah.
It's just very unfortunate. Chris Brown just got arrested for something. I'm looking at it right now.
He got accused of battery Friday
of beating
night.
a woman again.
Yeah. I'm like,
get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
Bro, it's just not a good look for CP right now. What are you doing, family?
He need to get his ass beat one time. Calm him the fuck down.
He's obviously got some sort of issues.
Yeah,
obviously, they're saying, he beat Rihanna. That was only 2015. That feels like a long time ago.
I thought that was way before that. It had to be way before that.
Yeah, it had to be way before that. This can't be right. But then his other girlfriend, Karrueche, also had to take a restraining order around him. Looks like there might have been some sort of violence with that as well. I mean, this seems like a trend. Like, seriously, my guy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is bullshit. Yeah, he shouldn't get another pass, man. That's fucked up. But yeah. Wale got a new album coming out though this summer. Falarin 2. I think Wale's due, man. This is it. This is gonna be a big one for him. Fingers crossed, prayers up. You know, he's one of the, I don't want to say forefathers, but one of the more famous musicians. Might be the most famous musician out of this area.
I would nah.
Who you got?
Marvin Gaye.
Rapper.
Of course, you're right.
Rapper.
Marvin
Most
Gaye.
famous rapper.
Most famous rapper. You're right.
Tell Wale to call Darla Nikki. We got beats. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We got
Let's do it.
We got beats. We got a lot of fire. We're sitting.
But he's definitely the biggest hip hop artist to ever come out of DC. That's a
Bad
fact.
Brains was Bad Brains. Were they
Bad
really big?
Brains.
I'm not into rock, but they
huge.
they were huge.
Punk rock.
Yeah, they're huge.
They started.
So
punk rock.
okay, so hip hop wise,
Wow.
urban music wise, I don't think anybody's as big as Wale. You know, and he really
Maya.
oof, you might be
Christina Milian.
Nah,
She's from
not
here.
Milian.
She's from Maryland.
She is from Maryland. She went to actually you know what? Christina Milian and Maya might have gone to the same high school. I think they went to Roosevelt High School in Prince George's County. Somebody should Google that. Maya definitely went to school there because some of my people were in class with her. Shout out to my man Justin. I think he tried to smash it back in the day.
Hip hop artist from
100%.
from DC
Yeah.
area.
Shout out to Wale, man.
Marvin Gaye is probably the biggest
In the
musician.
world.
musician in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, A. Marie's from here too.
A. Marie's from here. Well, she went to college here. Is she from here? She went to Georgetown University.
From here.
Okay.
Yeah.
She went to Georgetown or Howard?
Nah, she went to Georgetown.
Her sister. I went to school with her sister,
Yeah, she went to
Her
George.
sister's
Shout out
big
to Rich Harrison, man.
Rich Harrison.
Chucky Thompson.
Shout out to Chucky Thompson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, music. Shout out to Raheem Devon.
For sure.
Shout out to Tabby Bonet, What's a Podcast alum, of course. Shout out to Dre the Mayor, music executive extraordinaire.
Okay, that's enough of the shout out. All right.
Shout out to
Phil Ade.
Phil Ade, of course.
So listen.
Shout out to Fat Trail. Okay, enough.
we touched on the sneaker thing very lightly, and we're gonna touch on this part lightly. Basically, Virgil and the 50 dunks that he claims that are going to. He has this big explanation of what they are. Well, Sneakers app, I saw they kind of put out a guide as your best way to get the dunks.
They did?
So the dunks drop August 9th. So
Oh, shit.
basically,
All 50 pairs?
they didn't say, but the rollout, the process of them,
Okay.
starts August 9th. What they're going to be doing is checking for your interaction with the Sneakers app.
I'm so
I
sick
thought
of
they've
this.
been doing that.
Nah,
Like,
but
I interact with that shit every Saturday. What do you want from me?
And they want
verbalized
every
it.
day.
No, they want every day. So you have to watch.
They want you watch every single story.
I do watch them. I watch a lot of them. I still don't win shit.
Listen, I'm just telling you that they said that they're making it a point to actually.
Like algorithms. They
Really
want they want your
algorithms.
screen time.
Yeah,
I'm going to
they
go
want
on it right
screen
now.
time.
I'm going to browse around while we're taping. like, yo, what are you all doing, man? I mean, I'm honestly not. Jerome is on it right now too. Look at him.
Nah. My man's talking about the game. That's all they're talking about.
Oh,
But no, I already did it. I already went crazy on the app. Like I just let it ride out for like an hour.
Does it play like one story after the other?
Yeah, it'll play one story after the other.
Okay, so you could do that.
yeah. I
Just
mean,
just sign into your account on your iPad and just let that shit play all
But
day.
you have to. But they also want you to like look at the live videos that they do. They do a live video.
Oh,
every
they're doing
Wednesday.
too much.
bro, it's just so annoying that this is what I have to resort to in order to give you all some of my money.
Yeah, I probably won't win any of the 50 pairs.
Also, I'm a little bit like the 50 pairs. It's really only like 3 pairs.
Because change the laces up a little bit.
Like 47 of them are all white.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I think they have like a black pair. The black pair is fire, but then all of them, the rest of them, I think are all like white. There's no like nothing really that separates them.
I'll probably hit on those
Nah, we're not even gonna hit on those. That's how out of touch we are.
for sure.
And they're probably only gonna drop on Sneakers app, man. This is bullshit. But I don't need all 50 pairs. That's a fact.
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, that was I don't know. I think it was Hypebeast that actually said it. It was Hypebeast. So they basically were like they're gonna just be looking at your involvement with the website with the app. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've heard this for a long time, Rome. I'll be honest. Like
I
this,
have too.
this is what people have told me from Nike, and I've been very interactive with the app. I watched all the like Grails videos.
The dunks
I've
videos.
watched all the videos that the type that our
What you-
guy
what you
cousin
got?
B did. Yeah, like all those. I watch all of them. I have not fucking hit on shit. So I don't know how accurate it is, but oh man, it's a little bit frustrating, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe,
I think
maybe we'll hit. Are you keeping these if you hit, or it's for the flip?
it's probably for the flip.
I'm gonna keep them. I mean,
I gotta
I'm only,
see how,
I'm,
I gotta
I'm
see how
only
much
gonna
they're
go.
going for.
I'm gonna go for one white and the black. Really, that's it. I don't need
50
48 whites. I don't
The thing
need that.
about it though is 50 pair kind of buries a lot of other shoes, so kind of out the way. So there
Mhm.
could be other dunks that drop that you may be able to pick up because people aren't paying attention to them. Maybe even
That's
on the
true.
secondary market. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
They're not going to
maybe-
drop them on the same day.
No, but no, not the same day. But they're still going to drop shoes. Like they're still announcing shoes like crazy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So 50 pair. I doubt they do it all the same day. I bet some become region specific. These are Asia. These are Europe. These are
Oh, that's probably
America.
true.
That's going back to the old days. I like that.
right. But what I'm saying is the actual 50 aren't going to hit America. 25 might hit America.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you just got to see how it looks, man. I mean, again, Virgil is in a place where he can do whatever he wants at Nike. I mean, look,
Yeah.
we just talked about our favorite Jordans a few weeks ago, and we all skipped the 2. And what is Virgil coming out with? The Jordan 2.
Those are trash, though.
I'm good on those.
Those are trash.
Watch those go crazy.
Yeah, they're going to go crazy because it's Virgil, but those shoes are trash.
I gotta see him in person. You know what? I do like. I will say this. I've always preferred the Jordan 2 low over the high.
Right.
Yeah, of course, but they're
But what
still
I'm saying was,
trash.
we talked about it. Everybody
Yeah.
said I like the 1, 3, 4, 5,
Yes.
6.
Yes,
We
yes,
all
yes,
spoke
yes,
about
yes.
everything except for the 2. And what's
Yeah.
the one shoe that he picks?
The 2.
2.
Some people love them. Some people
people
love
do
the
love 'em.
twos.
Some
Some
people
people love
love-
the twos.
And you know, it was the first, I believe, created in or manufactured
Made
with
in
Italian leather and all this shit, made in Italy, like
Yeah.
by
Well, I
actual
thought that- I
shoemakers.
thought that was a pair that never came out. Though.
No, they came
No,
out.
no, they
That's
came
how
out.
they came out when they originally came
Yeah.
out. The first, they were like white and red.
And it was also designed by Bruce Kilgore, who's the guy who also made the Air Force One. So there's definitely some good history there. But personally, I've never fucked with the Jordan 2 high.
I mean, I've
You
had
know,
the highs and the lows. I had
The
black-
lows are it. If I got to
Yeah.
pick one, I'm gonna see what they look like, man.
Again, all I'm saying is our timing is impeccable.
Yeah, no,
The
you're
fact
right.
That we just spoke about.
Yeah.
It, and clearly we're on to something because as we speak about it, it doesn't happen. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Virgil's listening to the podcast,
I
probably.
mean, he might if we get some videos.
Virgil, get us
that.
that 60 million. Stop playing.
Listen to who you talking to. So
Come on, stop
I emailed
playing.
him. I emailed him. You know
What,
I'm saying?
virgil.abloh@gmail?
Nah, I'll give you his email.
All
after
right,
the show.
cool.
Cool.
Y'all ever try to like email Phil Knight back in the day?
Nah.
You never did? I
Nah.
did.
Did he
I was
write
like
back?
phil.knight@nike.com, philknight@nike.com, mark.parker, Mark
Did
Parker at
anybody write
nike.com.
back?
Hell no. Hell no.
So obviously with I'm trying to find our thread again. The 50 dunks. They've got these Jordan 4 Tech whites. I think that's where it's like those are
They
kind of
look
clean.
They're
Those are
white
clean.
with just the gray bottom a little bit. Yeah, nah, those are nice. I'm gonna fuck with
Those
those.
are clean.
Those I
Those
feel
are
like
really
didn't those
nice.
come out in like a women's Jordan back in the day?
I think
No,
been
not
va-
this
I think
exact
there's been-
colorway.
I think there's been variants of it though.
Yeah, there's been the white cement pair is kind of similar to that without the speckles. This pair does not have the speckles in the
right.
in the
No
midsole.
splatter paint.
Yeah, no splatter paint. That's what I meant to say.
So there's a good
The low top white ones are coming out. Those are
Those
kinda
are
fire.
fire.
Yeah, that's
fire.
a, nice, that's
No,
a
I
good
have-
summertime shoe though.
but I
That's a
have
good
that-
summertime shoe.
It reminds me of that white. I have that dunk.
Yeah,
I have
but
two
it's a
pairs of them.
way different silhouette. You know,
Then
like,
I have
it
the low top
looks
dunk.
it looks the same, but when on foot, it looks way different.
I got the low top dunk with the fat tongue, gray swoosh,
Yeah.
patent from like
The Pro B.
yes,
Yeah.
2 pairs of those. So
Yeah.
might be good on the Jays, but they're gonna feed the streets all summer long. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's just a matter of what are they gonna give us access to, right?
That's
because
true.
the in-store thing is so difficult nowadays. Like
I don't think no stores are getting shoes.
Whitner, what is good? Like I saw 3 more people post the
They won that shit?
3s. Yeah, I was just like,
We should have maybe gone and entered that raffle. Everybody probably won that.
Ravi got them.
He did?
Ravi got them on sneakers.
beautiful.
Motherfucker.
Shout out to
Beautiful.
Ravi.
Shout out to
Fuck
Ravi.
you, Ravi. Psych, I'm joking.
So it's just man. At this point, sneakers are it's a toss up.
Yeah.
You don't. You know what I'm saying? Like Commonwealth is about to open, so hopefully we'll be able to.
Are we allowed to talk about that? Like what y'all are doing or?
No, we're not gonna talk.
No?
About
Okay. Top secret shit. You guys are not invited.
But if you live in DC, I believe it's Thursday, June 24th. Friends and family. You know what I'm saying? A little intimate. I don't know if Tom or I are DJing or Steve or whatever, but come through. New stores opening. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a beautiful thing.
What time is that?
We don't even have hours yet.
So just come through all day long. It's open. Come
I don't
through.
Be all day. Probably be like I don't know. I don't know. I know. I have
Come
to
through.
Work. I have to
Yeah,
work, though.
come through.
No doubt. Come through.
When does the store officially open? Is there a date on that
I
yet?
think Thursday is it.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
think Thursday
pull
is
up.
soft opening, and then Friday we're in business. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
had a good staff meeting last week.
How many new staff members are there?
It was just the OG squad that was in there, so it was like literally everybody that's been working there. I believe they picked up 3 or 4 new people as well,
And they weren't there.
No, but they just wanted to talk to us. They were just like, you guys are setting the pace, and they were just like,
little pep talk.
They were like, hey, we have to be nice to the customers, and I feel like everybody looked at me when they said that. They were like, I was like, oh, what's that?
Jerome
Like,
got
what you
that.
mean? I give them the 2 thumbs up all day long.
Jerome got that A Life mentality from 2004.
I'll give you that A Life Supreme 04. Yo, what do you want? What do you don't look, don't touch? Nothing. Why are you in here?
That's fucked up.
Yo, stop wasting my time. Buy if you want to.
I don't want to tell you about the product and the.
Yeah, fuck
Right.
that.
I'm
You don't
standing
know
behind
about
the
this? Google it.
I'm standing behind the register so I can avoid all that stuff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
with like 4 masks on and his
119
headphones.
119.
Jerome's anti-mask now. He don't fuck around with the mask no more.
Nah,
Jerome's in the street.
Yeah, he still got the mask
I
on.
still got it on. Nah,
He
for
just
real.
got on these big ass headphones when he's behind the counter, so nobody can even talk to him.
I can't be bothered, bro. I'm taking
Yeah,
care of stuff
they
now.
start talking and he turns the volume up on the music.
But we had a really good conversation. We had an honest conversation, which is good too, about just new expectations, and what I'm saying, like everybody was just keeping it real, which was dope, man. It was dope to hear Larry.
I went to dinner with OQ and Larry, the Commonwealth OGs, and Little Omar last week. It was a good time, and they treated me to dinner. It was great. Good to be outside and hang out with the fellas and just catch up on some old shit. I haven't seen OQ in been like almost 2 years probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that was a fun time.
Yeah, I mean it's Squadron Supreme is coming back.
Yeah,
You know what
let's
I mean?
go.
So let's get it going. It's been almost 6 months. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's forever in streetwear time. So
Yeah.
and also real quick, the Bapesters are back in full force. I saw Clark Kent post a pair.
Yo.
I don't want them, but Abdul.
You haven't fucked with any of these colorways that you've been seeing?
I'll fuck with them.
They're
What's the
back with
quality,
like the
though?
old shape. The quality is 100 million times better.
There's 2 Bape items I want in this world.
Let's hear it.
I want the hoodie that Pharrell wore in the Let's Get Blown video.
We got you. Done.
Red
What
Camo
else?
Video. And then, he had the Return of the Bathing Apes. Remember you seen
Yeah.
Fade to Black
Yeah.
with Jay-Z? The hoodie
Yeah.
that he wore in there?
Yeah.
Bathing Ape Generals? I want
Yeah,
that
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That's the only 2 Bape things.
They brought
I
that
want.
back actually. The bathing
Missed
ape generals.
The
I think it
Generals
was
joint?
part of the Weekend had a collection, and the bathing ape generals was he brought that back as part of his little
I missed
EXO thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But Bape had just disappointed me with the sneakers wise. The Bapesters,
The quality was trash.
Quality's been trash, but more recently, the shape just looks so silly of the Bapesters. But this last releases that they've had, bro, oh my God.
Nego doesn't own Bape anymore, does he?
Nah, he doesn't.
He has nothing to do with it, so it's a
He has
different company.
nothing to do with it. But they're going back to like Nego-esque colorways.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's what makes it even better.
Yeah.
So I think some of these bright colors and the quality has gotten better, and the shape of the shoe is kind of back to what it used to be. And man, listen, they got these suede pairs coming out this weekend, and I need all three of those colorways too. They got a red pair, green pair, and like a royal blue pair. I mean, they're pricey, but listen, them shits is fire. I can't even.
What are they, like $250?
Like $270. Depends.
I mean, I just feel like everything we like in life has gotten to a point.
Where can you get them at?
Bape.com.
That's it. Because I mean,
if you're no, I don't think so. I think they're only available at Bape Bape stores. Yeah. Or you can fuck with the website.
I like Bape. The only thing that I haven't liked about Bape is their strategy for the past year has just been do collaborations with any and everybody. And they currently have an Eminem collaboration.
That's kind of crazy.
That is a bit of like y'all were reaching. They've had a few collaborations.
Misses.
I mean, Supreme did one with Oreos.
Yeah, but it was
but you could eat the Oreos. They didn't put it on a T-shirt.
It was a pack of Oreos.
Oh, true.
This is crew necks, long sleeve basketball.
Yeah, who's
jerseys.
buying this?
Yeah, people are buying
anybody buys this.
Nah, it is. It's the kids from the suburbs. It's the Miami guys.
People are buying it.
Those are the guys that are lining up outside the Bape store.
Kids in Japan, they buying it.
In the art district in Miami. That joint, they sell out of everything over there.
I think they've raised their prices crazy now as well.
Yeah,
you know
the prices have
like,
gone up.
I just want that red hoodie, and I like the classic camel shark hoodie.
Yeah,
and that General's hoodie, and them the three Bape pieces that I need because everything else is so insane.
I want the Pharrell Bapesters from back in the day.
Those were fire, like the metallic purple and blue.
No, those were the Roadsters. Those ones I actually have. This was it might not have been a Pharrell. It might have been a NERD.
That's what it is.
Bapester.
NERD.
Yeah,
because his face was on the back of the what's it called?
Yes, off the Roadsters.
Yeah.
Those I have. But once again, the quality was so shoddy on those pairs. My pair crumbled like 5 times after wearing it. But I ended up putting an Air Force One sole on it, which looks amazing.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
It's at this point of the show where we're gonna ask, what is Abdul watching?
Yeah. Before we actually get to that, just want to shout out our guy June Sanders, who more famously and more recently designed that DTLR times New Balance 992, the DC one. He actually has another pair coming out, the Adidas Forum coming out soon. That's represent Baltimore, and that's home to me. So I'm excited about seeing what that looks like. So I think July 2nd is the release date. 600 pairs, I think, only available at DTLR stores in this area, something like that. So yeah, I'm excited to see what it looks like and what they actually look like in person. I've seen a picture of them from June, and he was actually at Scooty's birthday as well, so we had a good time catching up and all that. TV wise, Dave season 2 started. Dave is, if you haven't seen season 1, you should go watch it, but it's about the rapper Little Dicky.
Yep.
And I think he's kind of playing himself.
He's definitely playing himself. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's playing a rapper. I can't.
No,
yeah,
he's definitely playing himself.
He's playing himself. Yeah, but before he got famous and leading up to how he got famous.
Yeah.
So season 2 started, and in this season, he already, I believe, has a record contract with some label and is working on making his album. So it's pretty funny. The dude who is from Odd Future, that's also on the show. What is his name? Taco?
Yes.
Yep.
He's really good on that show,
Taco's
man.
incredible on that show.
He is really good on that show. And as well as Dickie's guy, the dude who looks like what was my man's name who was blind from Jersey? The rapper?
Fetty Wap?
Fetty Wap. He kind of gives me a Fetty Wap
Oh my
vibe.
God.
but that's Dickie's boy, who's like his hype man, and he kind of gives. He's very good in that show as well. But Dickie himself can be a little bit annoying. But if you haven't seen Dave, you should go watch it. Season 1 is on demand right now. Season 2 just started. I just discovered another show called Hightown on Stars. And I started to watch the first episode right before we started taping and before I put the kids down to bed. Oh, Silent Time is saying I was moving the mic around. Sorry about that. Yeah, Hightown on Stars. It's sort of like a murder mystery based in Cape Cod, Provincetown, and that whole area. So I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that next week because as soon as we get done taping, I gotta wrap up and finish watching this season 1. But it's produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, who's known to be like a famous movie producer. He's done like blockbuster, like all these movies with like explosions and shit, like fucking Bad Boys and all these things. I believe that's all Jerry Bruckheimer, and he's now transitioned into this TV show. So I'm ready to give it a chance just because that dude is kind of ill. So I'm gonna talk more about it next week. So Hightown on Stars. If you guys have already seen it, like everybody who listens to our podcast, you guys normally get us up to speed on some of these shows that we talk about and let us know if you're feeling it or if you're not. But yeah, that's all I got, man. And it's not been a busy TV week for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tyler the Creator has a new album coming out. So the first single dropped last week. It's crazy.
The
Darling
video for that when he's making out with Taco's girl is hilarious. Did you see that?
That's for the new song he just put out today.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that shit was so funny.
So I think Tyler's album is like a mixtape. He has like DJ Drama screaming on it too. So that's tight.
Okay.
That's dope.
Yeah, so Darling Nikki, which is myself and Matthias, we put out an EP today, 2 songs. It's gonna be fire. It's good fire. We're getting a great response on the internet. Like
You got to put out the
really good
visuals,
response.
man. The visuals are amazing.
The visuals will drop. Visuals will be up when this drops.
Yeah, let's go.
The visuals are good. We have a party Wednesday night. Capo.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna crack off, man. We're getting a lot of good response on
Silent Thomas said he's coming and he's getting blacked out. So let's go.
Listen, holler at me.
Yeah, let's go. We're gonna be out tomorrow night in the streets.
So there's a lot of music. I mean, the streets are just back. The clubs are back. There's music out that people are checking for. And so we're just trying to get our piece of the pie, man. We're trying to do our thing. So, Darling Nikki DC on all social media, but really, if you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, that's where we're making noise right now.
There we go.
And yeah, we can just go crazy like that. You know what I mean? So,
hell yeah.
Episode 119, DJ Jerome Baker III. Shout out to my man, always available. Hashtag Sheware Eddie.
Peace, y'all.
Shout out to Don't Charge Abdul.
Let's go. I'm getting tagged on all these like posts about Howard China versus Yums. I'm gonna just say Yums wins, respectfully.
All day long.
Yeah. So, but yeah, episode 119.
I thought Howard China closed.
Nah, Howard China, they rebranded actually. They got new billboards outside. I think they might have taken down the bulletproof
Have you checked it out
the
yet?
plexiglass just from outside. I haven't actually been inside. My man Jonas swore by Howard China his whole 4 years at Howard. Like Howard China was it for him. Like
that was his go-to.
That was his go-to. Where he lived on campus and all that too, right? But when I introduced him to Yums in like '99, he never went back to Howard China. Never. So I never loved Howard China. I just got a little dirty vibe from it. But listen,
well, we'll check it out one night.
Yeah. Listen, Yums all day. Let's go.
I'm DJ Jerome Baker III. Remember, you can check us out at whatsapodcast.live, or you can watch us at youtube.com. Just search for What's a Podcast for the first result you get. Capo Wednesday night. If you're in DC, come through.
Yeah.
And we're out. Peace.
Share some of these videos, man. Share some of this content. You know what I mean? Get us to that 60 mil. Peace.
Peace.